Hi, it's Tiffany and Maddie here, Hot Mom's Dinner Club. Today we're going to be making a peach pie and some peach jam. Maddie is getting ready to start school. What grade are you going to be in, Maddie?
Kindergarten.
Are you starting kindergarten this year?
Yes!
Oh my goodness. So we wanted to make one more pie for you before she got so busy in school. So we're going to be making a peach crumb pie today with our peaches. And we're also going to be making some peach jam. So we picked up these peaches at the farmer's market, White Hill Farms. And we're going to make 2 videos today, actually. Yep, 2 videos.
There was a peach pie and there's a peach jam.
That's right. So now we're going to make our peach pie. And if you want to check out the peach jam video, just go to the website and check out the blog, Peach Honey Butter Jam. Okay? You ready to get started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was touching it. Some stuff got
They're fuzzy. Peaches are fuzzy.
And then it got my hand and it was like, ah.
All right, so we're going to start on our peach pie. And remember, we've got some shortcuts here. If you haven't checked out the strawberry pie video, you'll want to do that because it's going to tell you all about making your base for your pie crust. So I have mine in the freezer. All I need is a cup of my base and a 1/4 cup of the cold water. I'm going to get that all started. And you can check out one of the other videos. You can check out one of the other videos to find out more procedures on the rolling out of the pie crust. We're going to do a single pie crust for the base. Then we're going to put in our peach filling, and then we're going to put a crumb topping on top, the crumb topping with pecans on it. And also, you know, you're always welcome to pick up a store-bought crust so you don't have to make the crust. But this is a quick shortcut here. I have this in the freezer, ready to go. Just pull it out. It just needs a couple of minutes kind of soften up a little bit to make it workable. 1 cup of your base, and then a 1/4 cup of the cold water out of here. No ice cubes, just the water. And you can always add a little bit more water as needed. But anyway, we're going to start rolling this out, all right? So I've got our 5 cups of peaches here, peeled, pitted, and sliced. We're going to make our filling. So to the peaches, we're going to add a cup of sugar, a 1/3 cup of flour, a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, a teaspoon of lemon zest, and 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. Now, when you're working with your lemons, roll them out on the counter a little bit, smush them up a little bit. That'll make them juice a lot easier for you when you go to work with them. I'm just going to put everything in the bowl, mix it up together, and once it's all mixed, dump it into the pie. I use a similar recipe for all my fruit pies. You can add a little more or less sugar or more or less flour depending on the juiciness and the sweetness of your fruit. But I use basically a similar recipe for all of them. You can also change up your seasonings, add ginger or something like that. Once we get all that into the pie crust, we're going to start making the crumb topping. To make the crumb topping, I've got a 1/2 cup of unsalted butter here. It's nice and chilled, cut into small dice. I'm going to add it in the bowl. Then I'm going to cut in 1 cup of flour, 2/3 cup of packed brown sugar, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a pinch of salt. I'm going to get all that cut in together, and then I'll add in the 3/4 cup of chopped pecans. Obviously, you can omit the nuts or substitute a different nut if you would like. Using a pastry cutter is actually ideal for this. You want to cut it in and make it a crumbly topping as opposed to overworking it, getting it hot to where it becomes fully blended together. So using a pastry cutter is actually ideal for this. If you don't have a pastry cutter, just grab a fork and hopefully you have an awesome cheerleader like I do who can cheer you on with a little smash it up mantra. Smash it up, smash it up. Anyway, this crumb topping recipe you can use for so many different things. You can put it on muffins before you bake them, banana bread, zucchini bread, coffee cake to make the streusel topping. You can also even put it on your sweet potato casserole. So same recipe, a lot of different uses. Once you get your crumb topping all cut in, you add your pecans, crumble it onto the top of the pie. Sprinkle a tablespoon of sugar on the top of that. That'll just kind of help it brown and bake evenly. And then it's ready to go in the oven. So I mentioned there was a couple of shortcuts. So first of all, we had our pie crust in the freezer ready to go. You can also have your crumb topping already prepared and refrigerated or frozen. So if you wanted to, like the pie crust, make a big batch of crumb topping and just have it in the freezer ready to go whenever you need it. If not, you could just make a small batch like we did and just have it in the refrigerator. You can make it a day ahead of time. I just didn't get mine done ahead of time, so it is better if it's chilled, but you can definitely just put it on right like this. I'm also going to put a sheet pan underneath to catch anything that drips out of here because it is a loaded up pie. Does it look good? What do you think about that pie?
Good.
Don't touch it, it's hot. It is fresh out of the oven. So we're going to wait a little bit before we slice it. In the meantime, we're going to whip some cream. Now you've seen us whip cream before. We've done a lime whipped cream on our peach blueberry cobbler that we made.
Yep.
Yeah, you remember that?
I love that one.
Yeah, that was really
really
good.
good.
That one was really good, yeah. And then we did the strawberry pie.
Yeah, that one's good too.
The strawberry pie had just plain whipped cream on it. So we're just going to do a basic whipped cream, just heavy whipping cream. Whip it with a pinch of salt, then add in our powdered sugar and some vanilla. You could go crazy and do whatever kind of whipped cream you want. Make a cinnamon whipped cream. We're going to keep it rather basic. You could also always serve this with some vanilla ice cream.
Yum!
That would be delicious too. So what do we say? Thanks for joining us. Hot Mom's Dinner Club.